Hi guys, hi everybody, it's your girl Lila Cleuda here. I'm back again with another exciting video. I know it has been long, but believe you me, things come up with good things. Yes, it has been long, but trust me, nothing is wrong. It's just being busy with life, one thing after the other one, but we are good and we are back. So today I have a very exciting video. And this video, the purpose for this video is just to encourage somebody. The purpose of Lila Cleoda's TV or YouTube channel is to encourage somebody. I'm here to encourage you and tell you that there is God. It doesn't matter what you're going through at this moment. It doesn't matter. I know things have been hard. I know, but keep on believing in God and have faith in God because there is true God. So guys, I have an exciting news. After 15 years in UK, now I don't need to apply for visas again because I've got my settlement. I'm super excited for this. It has been a journey. It has been a journey. I'm not gonna lie to you. But God has been faithful. When I came to this country around 2009, I'll never forget, I had my two sisters here, and I was invited through my friend's sister. She's the one who invited me. And I came without even mentioning the whole story. But one thing I remember is because I stayed, I was meant to go back. You know, everybody comes in this country. I'm just gonna be honest so that I encourage somebody with my story. When I came to this country, I was not meant to stay. I had a specific time, and after that I was meant to go back. And the person who invited me was not happy with what happened. And he said that I'll never get papers. Yeah. But who is God? God is not like a man or a woman. God is a God, faithful God. And I'm here today just to tell you that God is faithful. You're out there, you're discouraged about life, you don't know how to maneuver about life, just put it to God. God is faithful. There's nothing which is impossible for God. Everything is possible. If it's me today, I've been in this country for 16 good years. And today I can be able to tell you that I don't need to apply for settlements anymore. I don't need to apply for visas anymore. I've got my settlement. It's just by the grace of God. I don't know anybody. As I told you, the person who brought me here wasn't happy. And the person said that I'll just be staying, but I'll never have my papers. And I understand the person because they were bitter. But God's plan is not like us human being plan. Every day the Bible says in Jeremiah 29:11, the Bible says that for I know the plans I have for you, the plans to prosper you and to lift you up. So God has good plans for us. No matter what you're going through today, God has good plans about your life. And don't give up. I know like now there's so many people who've come to the UK, especially let me talk about the UK because it's where I am, is where I live, and is where I've been living for the past 16 years. UK now has got, because of the COS visa, so many people have migrated to UK, especially people from Africa. So many people, especially countries like Nigerians, Ghanaians, and Zimbabweans, and even my fellow Kenyans. Many people have really migrated to the UK. And sometimes, one thing about these agencies and all these people who bring people, yeah, they don't tell them the truth about the real life where they're going. They just tell you that they're gonna give you a visa and they're gonna give you a job, but they don't tell you the actual truth about, because they don't know. And I don't blame them, because most of them, they don't know. They just want to make money. And we get excited because everybody wants to move out of their country. They feel when they come to these countries is where there's milk and honey. It's true in terms of job opportunities. It's just like now UK, like there are not so many jobs like before because of how many people have migrated. But before, I have to be honest, when I came, if you have the right papers, you go write yourself to the like an agent. Before 30 minutes they are calling you if you want to go to work. But things have been hard since when so many people have migrated, so there are no jobs. I understand, but I'm here to encourage you and tell you it's not a mistake that you're here, because God had planned for you to come here. No matter how you came in, maybe you're here, you're so frustrated, the way you thought things will be is not the way things are now. Things are hard. I'm here to encourage you. Anyone who's been here, and those who've been here like 20 years now, maybe you see them, they're living maybe a comfortable life, or who've been here 30 years, or how many years they've been living. Once upon a time, they passed through this. So it's normal before somebody to settle down to experience what the experience is. But immediately you pass all this, things will get better. Don't give up, no matter which way you came in. Even if maybe you're there, even now you don't have even papers, you don't even have a job, believe you me, God is faithful and he will make a way for you. I'm here to encourage you because my life is a testimony, and that's why I've come to testify to you. If you don't have faith in God, to start having faith in God, because God is so faithful and there's nothing that is impossible for God. Everything is possible if you're with God. He will make the impossibility. Yeah? He will create a miracle for you. Just for you. So don't give up on God. Keep on trusting, keeping up, having faith no matter what you're going through. Keep on pushing. Believe you me, God will come at the right time. So guys, I'm excited. My settlement came after 15 years. It has been a journey. Believe you me if I tell you it has been a journey. It has been a journey, and these papers, you get the 2 years papers, you apply. I got them. I started my journey 2013 when I had my son. So it has been every 30 months I have to apply, and applying for those papers is no less than £2,000. You can imagine. You save, and then you apply again, you use the money again. And even now, the last one, it took almost £3,000. But all in all, I thank God, because all those years I had at least something I can be able to show to the employers, and I get a job. I also have to thank anybody who's having these papers. I will really advise them to work with NHS, because I have to say that NHS have been very, very helpful to me, because anytime I applied, they used to ask me if I need any help from them, and they wrote a letter on my behalf, and that letter I used to include it in my application. And when I include that NHS letter to the Home Office, my papers only took like less even a month before a decision was made. So anybody who's applying for those 2 years visa, after 2 years you have to apply. You have to have a job, and if your employers can be able to give you a letter just to show that you work with them and you're a committed employer, that will really boost your papers. For me, I have to give the credit to NHS. NHS has been a very big supportive to me, because anytime I applied those papers, my papers came very quickly. Because I remember 2015, before I started working for NHS, I used to work with another company. I'm not going to mention it here, but that time things were very different compared to now, because that time when you applied for your papers, you used to send them. It was not online like now. It's very digital, because you send them online, you just go take them for somebody to check and take your fingerprints. Before, you have to send them, and then the Home Office will write a letter to say that they've received it, and they'll give you like 6 months period for them to look at your papers, and so that they can be able to give you, if they see you deserve more 2 years, because they can stop it. It's not a must they give you. So that time I used to work with those employers, and they didn't give me a letter. So when I sent my papers to the Home Office, they give you this letter for only 6 months, whereby you can show your employers so that they can allow you to continue working. So after 6 months, sorry guys, after 6 months, my letter expired. So they sacked me. When they sacked me, I stayed home. I had now to look for my caseworker and write her an email so that they can be able to quicken my letter, but I was already sacked. The employers sacked me. But I have to be honest with you, NHS is one of the best employers if you're doing this paper thing, because they are very, very supportive. For me, I give them credit because of their support. Yeah, that's the only thing. Another thing I can advise somebody who is applying these papers is just to be prepared. Being prepared is, I mean that doing your life in the UK test, those are very crucial things that you really need to do. You need to do your life in the UK. It's not easy. It's just 24 questions, but you don't know where they're gonna get the questions from. You can read from here, and the history is long, like the First World War, Second World War. So you really need to revise. Give yourself time to revise. If you can be able to do it earlier, I believe that's the best thing to do, so that before you have your application, you make sure that you have your Life in the UK test, you've done it. Another thing is about the numbers of days that you've stayed outside of UK. That one is also very crucial when you're applying for your settlement, because they will count. There are numbers that they've given you that if you've stayed outside the UK, those numbers, they will add you more 2 years, and then you have to reapply. So it's another money, and you have to wait for another 2 years. So please be careful how you're moving around, because they will check with your passports. You have to say, hey, now first of all, it's very digital. It's very digital because you screen your passport, so they will check all these things. Trust me, they will check. So you have to be very careful with the numbers of stay you have been out of the UK, because if you've been out for more times, trust me, they will not give you. They will ask you to add more. Another thing is the English test, the B1 test. Even that one, that one is not hard. For me, it wasn't hard for me, but you really need it as well. It's the B1 test. Make sure you do it. I think B1 test is around 150 for now. I don't know when you'll be applying, because these things, they increase every now and then. But for now, if you're applying now, is around 150 pounds. And for the life in the UK now, I paid like 50 pounds. That's not too expensive, but I think it's not too expensive because they know people will repeat a few times before you pass. Anything else? I've mentioned those are the key critical things: the number of stay that you've stayed outside the UK, the B1 English test, and the third one, life in the UK test. Those are the 3 things you need to have for you to be able to apply for that settlement. With that, you can be able to apply. I'm here just to say thank you to God. This video is purposely to encourage something. It's to encourage somebody who is out there waiting for God. Keep on having faith in God. I'll tell you the truth. There's nothing hard for God. If He has done it for me, He can also do it for you. Just keep on having faith, keep on believing, keep on trusting in God. As I told you, the Bible says God has got good plans for us. So if He has good plans for us, why are we worried? Just keep on trusting God. It doesn't matter what you're going through at this particular time. Just keep on believing. I know relocating, it's not easy, but eventually you'll settle down and you enjoy. Thank you so much for watching my video, even returning after all those months I haven't posted. Thank you so much for coming back and coming to watch my video. Until next time, I'll just say ciao. Bye.